Alright. Oh, fuck. Okay. I have just finished doing it. Got the new wonder weapon. At long fucking last, because they can't put it in the box for some reason. So we're gonna see what this thing does.
Are you mad? Stop them, or the Master will destroy you.
I have stayed away from any sort of videos about this wonder weapon, so this is my pure first time figuring out what the hell it does. So far, it's hard to tell. It's those little saucers, I presume. Yes, this wonder weapon has a cool-ass design, though, I must say. That's a fun animation. The only thing I knew about this wonder weapon is that it had infinite ammo. I imagine it's the kind of thing you can have. If I had to bet, you shoot these, switch to another weapon. Yeah, okay. So it's the kind of thing you just have active while you're using your other weapon. I had heard bits and pieces about how it was support-based, but that's about... I didn't really know what that meant.
We all go to places die one day.
This thing was a fucking pain in the ass to get. I don't like that. I don't for the life of me know why they can't just put it in the box and they have to be so stubborn about forcing you to do a quest every single game. That honestly makes me not want to go back and play these maps over the survival maps, because, like, I don't want to spend 45 minutes to an hour every single game going for a wonder weapon that might not always be worth the time. But I digress. We're gonna get to the end of this round here, and then pack-a-punch it. And hope. Oh, probably shouldn't do that.
He's practically begging to kill Demon Master. How can Nikolai say no to begging?
Martian Man of War. It's weird. This is probably not a single target weapon, because it wasn't doing anything there. I've heard that the LGM-1 stands for Little Green Man 1, which is pretty hysterical. Well, not hysterical, but it is funny. I wouldn't say it's at the point where I'm, like, on the floor laughing my ass off, but it's fun.
He's like Gulag guys all over again. But this time I have pants.
Okay. Now we have a chance to actually try this thing. However, now Oscar is going to be back on the map, so I'll have to keep an eye on him. I think. Yes.
Helping!
We've been having a lot of infinite ammo wonder weapons lately, huh? We had... I guess... Oh, fuck. That was bad. I guess it's not been lately. The first two wonder weapons of this game are infinite ammo, and then the jet gun in the last game was infinite ammo, but I guess kind of not something that happens very often beforehand, or before this point. Well, as long as it's a unique concept, which seems like this one is. It seems like when it's upgraded, this thing regenerates ammo a lot quicker. It feels like it's not doing anything, though. What the hell? Like, why aren't those things staying out? As long as the non-upgraded one. What the fuck? Are they like pre-set to only do a certain amount of damage? What the fuck? I'm a little confused on that one, I must say.
Double points.
Every kill is masterpiece, and Nikolai is starving artist.
Trying to finish up the challenges for the combat packs.
Look, they dance like American tourists in Moscow nightclub.
This is not terrible damage for being infinite ammo. So I'm gonna go a couple more rounds in this recording with it and give my final thought. Let's not do such obviously dangerous things. This is a fun concept, though, for a wonder weapon.
Max armor.
I'd be curious to see, like, if there's any sort of, like, tactics here that I don't fully know yet. Also, while I'm thinking about it, turns out the Necrofluid Gauntlet is available on the box on Exit 115 Survival Map, which is pretty cool. I like that. I wish it was the case on Farm. I don't know if it's the case on Cosmodrome. I'll have to check. Also, apparently, yes, it is confirmed now that, or it's been confirmed for a while, that Cosmodrome is in fact a part of Ascension. I barely played Ascension. Outed myself there, but I kind of didn't like that map a whole lot. I played a decent bit of it in the early rounds on Black Ops 1, and a tiny bit on Black Ops 3, but I didn't really have much knowledge on the map layout.
Insta-kill.
So I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I didn't have any parts of the map actually committed to memory, so yeah, no wonder I didn't recognize. Let's get a little silly here, shall we? For absolutely no reason, I'm just going to do that. Also, I would very much like getting an aftertaste. I used up 2 equivalent exchanges while trying to get this fucking wonder weapon. The quest is so fucking tedious. Let me just put that out there. It is. I never did the quest to upgrade the ice staff in the tomb, but it feels like as tedious as that one might have been. I can't really say for sure though, because again, I didn't actually bother with that because I thought I hated the map the entire time I played that first game and didn't want to have to go back to it. That really still is the only zombies map of the ones I've actually played at least once that I have not played more than that first time.
Forward, comrades!
Does seem like this wonder weapon is pretty alright. I don't know how it'll scale with max health zombies or up to around 50. I don't remember when they get max health. I think it's around 55, but I would hope it is still capable. How much is one shot capable of doing? 4. So it's probably you can kill up to 24. Well, actually, that one, it looks like sometimes they'll lock onto the same zombie. Oh, there's the little bastard.
Nikolai is feeling delicious.
I think I actually might have heard in passing that this thing is useful for Oscar.
Charge that to my checking account.
So, as any smart
Capital is a
individual,
joke. See what
I'm
they did
going to
there?
test that. I don't think that was correct information. That, or I'm just being way too risky here. Ooh, I'm getting some rubber banding now with this lag. It's fun. I'm still dealing with that dry swallowing problem, if you weren't aware. That hasn't gone away, which is fun. Might have to be dealing with it for another 6 months like last time. But that's besides the point. I just figured I'd mention it. Because that bullshit doesn't want to go away.
There is undead swine.
This guy is still close enough that I don't want to go all the way there yet. Is he coming? No, he's not coming closer.
I call this
Fuck!
cut
Got
off
distracted.
and surrounded. It's classic Soviet strategy.
I don't even think this is a great training spot, or as great a training spot as I thought it was, honestly, because I get trapped in a lot of spaces here, mainly because I'm not paying full attention, but, you know, I'd like to blame the map instead. I like the sounds this thing makes. I also like how much they're leaning into this whole space and space age kind of stuff. That's quite fun. The theming on this map is just very consistent and nice. I love it. As a whole, I actually think this is might be one of the... I haven't played it that much, so I can't say, but this might be one of the better maps of Black Ops 6/7. Dare I say... I don't know if it's one of the best yet. Shattered Veil was pretty good. I like that one. Also, am inclined to rank this one higher because there's no boss spam, which is nice. I honestly think they could have done with putting some of the Ravagers. Oh my god, I don't know if you heard that, but that was a very gross burp. Apologies. I think they probably could have done with putting Ravagers in with the normal zombies. Not spamming them, but I think that would have been a little more varied. I like a little bit of variation in the realm, but I don't want mini bosses and I don't want elite enemies. Keep that shit out of my zombies maps. Oscar is good because you don't have to deal with a guaranteed mini-boss fight or elite fight every certain number of rounds. You just have to kind of watch out for him. Although, after round 50, I'm not sure how much I like that. The whole chasing after you thing. I haven't played long enough after round 50 to really know how that feels gameplay-wise. Round 50, after round 50, you also have to deal with super sprinters.
Can't make handless without cracking few eggs.
This is a really fun-looking wonder weapon. You know, it sort of reminds me of the design of the DP-28 from World at War. I mean, obviously, because it's got a big old disc on top of it. But I like it. I really wish there was some kind of better indication of where Oscar was. Like, I don't know, maybe like lights and alarms that show up. But I guess a map, specifically where he is designed to guard from the people that lived here before, would not have alert lights for him. But you know, it's kind of hard to keep track of him
It's like Soviet potato harvest.
while trying to not perish.
No, comrades.
Ooh, that was a
You
bad
are
slide. It
surrounded
almost
by
got me
Nikolai.
in deep water. Also, I'm using the new Mule Kick augment that gives me, lets me hold an extra armor plate. That's awesome. Also, you can hold a lot more ammo with another one of the augments, which I like.
Here's what happens when you challenge Nikolai to staring contest.
The reason I'm using this is because it has its expert camos, or its like weapon master camos are. Well, actually, I already mentioned this, didn't I? But I'll mention it again. They have the mastery camos of Afterlife and the World at War Pack-a-Punch camo, which is actually the Black Ops 2 version of the World at War Pack-a-Punch camo. So that would be cool. It'll take a hell of a lot of time, though, to get there. Like, I have to prestige this thing multiple times. So that'll be an experience. Ray gun's really not doing anything at this point, is it? I mean, it's doing okay. The splash damage is useful for getting cornered. Or I guess useful when you are cornered. I don't think it would be very useful to have it. You know what? That's so dumb. What I was gonna say was it's not very useful if it causes you to get cornered, but that was incredibly corny. Not that my jokes are very high bar anyway. But I hold myself to some kind of damn standard. It's a low standard, but I hold myself to it. Otherwise, how would I make masterpieces such as Fish Gun? Or Bruises, but I'm screaming the lyrics.
Max armor.
There's some kind of metaphor to be made there, but I don't have the brain power for it. Clearly. They've also now limited you to only holding 2 combat axes, or tomahawk. Tomahawk is the cooler name for it. In Black Ops 6 you could hold up to 5. Oh, okay, I guess it's good that I figured out what that actually does. Because I had not yet fallen off the map until this point. I guess while we're waiting, see exactly how much damage it does. Half your health. Okay. In a couple of the Call of Duty World War II maps, that would just kill you, like, immediately, which was dog shit. Absolute horse, dog water, horse shit. Yeah, didn't like that. Where is this fucker? He is rapidly approaching my location. It can't hit a single zombie for some reason. It has to be with a group.
I feel power surge. Or maybe just heart palpitation.
I do have every perk, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Also mentioning, 13 perks on map 2 is fucking crazy. I said this with the first map of Black Ops 6 too, but the amount of perks they're launching with is like wild. In the past, between games, they've almost always like removed perks to drip feed them later. But they're still drip feeding perks, yes, but they're launching with a hell of a lot more, so you don't have to keep drip feeding the exact same ones between this and Black Ops 7. Mule Kick should have been added earlier, in my humble opinion, but better late than never. And I hope we see quite a few new perks, or returning perks, I don't care. Whatever floats your boat. Actually, I don't know what other returning perks are left now that a lot of them have been integrated into augments. I guess maybe they'd try and go for some of the Black Ops 4 perks, which honestly I don't really care much for. They've integrated Bandolier Bandit into Mule Kick now, so who knows what they'll do. I think for the most part, a lot of the older classic perks have been brought back already, like Vulture Aid. Widow's Wine is probably the one that's missing. And I could see them combining that with some other perk. Although Widow's Wine wasn't all that great. Actually, you know what? It was pretty good for survival. Because if you got hit, you could just stun all the zombies with one of those web charges. The sound effects for the combat axe are so fucking satisfying, dude. They were like that in Black Ops 6 too, but that is like peak sound design. I love that sound. That is a fantastic noise. Don't get myself trapped like an idiot. But yeah, you really feel not being able to carry more than 2 tomahawks. Hell, the tomahawks are their own wonder weapon, honestly. This video is supposed to be about the actual wonder weapon, though.
Does not need occasions to celebrate.
So how much do those little drones do? 5,500? And I wonder if they're guaranteed to try and kill 1 zombie at least. Let's see. How many does that get? 2? I mean, if it was an ammo-based wonder weapon, that wouldn't be very good. But I think it not being ammo restricted requires it to be graded on different metrics. That was weird. Where is this bastard at? We're good for a while.
There is undead swine.
So I'll take this video a little bit longer. I don't know why, but I will, because why not? Indio games. You know, the more I record stuff, the more I realize I have a very monotone voice where I'm just doing this kind of stuff. Don't know why. I just do. I do it like that. I could see them buffing this wonder weapon though, truthfully. Well, maybe. I don't know. I have heard general sentiment that people don't feel like it's a little underpowered. I don't know for sure. I mean, it's doing well enough right now on round 45. And not every wonder weapon has to be one that immediately annihilates everything. We've had plenty of those already.
Reminds me of first kiss.
The Apothecon Servant, Thundergun, Wave Gun, to name a few. They've kind of already used a bunch of the more insane options, so might as well get creative. And I hope they remain creative, because, you know, I start thinking about it every once in a while, but they've done a lot of wonder weapons, and, you know, I'm sure at some point you have to wonder, like, what the hell do we do next? What's the new idea that doesn't end up trotting the same ground? Although they've sure trotted the same ground before with quote-unquote new wonder weapons. The Tundra Gun, and I'd like to say the Wonder Roth Sniper wasn't that unique, but it did have a couple cool mechanics. But Tundra Gun, just doing Ray Gun Mark II upgrades 2 times between Alpha Omega and Shattered Veil. And I hope to God if the Alpha Omega remake leak is true that they don't do those stupid fucking Mark II upgrades again. Do something new, please. They're so far on the ball here with new, interesting stuff. And so I hope that trend continues for the most part. You know, I'd kind of like to see the survival maps be like the survival maps from World War II, where, you know, every wonder weapon is in the box. I really, really love that about the survival maps in that game. The problem was that there wasn't, actually there was enough interesting wonder weapons. That game was, I like World War II for the zombies for the most part, except for those stupid fucking enemies. That one thing that would constantly spawn on the map and wouldn't despawn, or wouldn't go away between rounds and would, like, instantly destroy your armor. I don't remember the exact name of those, but those were the single biggest detractor from that game. But also, that map was really those maps were really kind of bland. Didn't have a whole lot of variation in color. Frozen Dawn, I think, had more variation. Also, something I kind of regret not doing is the wonder weapons on Frozen Dawn. I think I had quests that were kind of annoying, but I never actually ended up committing and doing those, so I don't know if I'll ever go back and do that, because it's a lot older of a game now, and I kind of don't want to deal with the annoying mechanics of that game. But I should have, maybe at the time, gone for those wonder weapons, because they were melee-based, I think. I barely fucking know, honestly. Well, we've got an in-between moment here. Ooh, they do some interesting damage to Mr. Oh, I do like what they're doing to Mr. Oscar here. Fuck, 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 fuck. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm actually fucked here. Get to the portal. Get to the fucking portal. Holy shit. If you didn't know, when Oscar hits you with his little attack, it makes all the zombies super sprinters. I feel very vulnerable without armor. I don't know where this son of a bitch is, but I have to go this way to get armor. There's no other... You fucking son of a bitch. I should have just paid for fucking armor there, shouldn't I have? We're just gonna fucking buy it. I hope Mr. Oscar here isn't still chasing me. I got way too cocky there.
Now I don't have to find new targets. It's easier this way.
Aftertaste, my beloved. Fuck me here, dude. This is... I'm really getting myself in a tricky situation here with my hubris.
Headshot! My mother would be proud.
I didn't even grab the insta-kill.
Bonus points.
Where is our good friend?
Helping!
And does he regenerate health? Okay, yeah, they're pretty good at taking him out if you can actually keep him still long enough. Or I guess keep your attacks focused just on him, which I don't know if... I don't think there's any sort of prioritization of the the little saucers. Like, I don't know if they prioritize him. I would, over the zombies, I would imagine the answer is a very clear no. Don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if they prioritized him. What the hell am I even talking about here? I just had like a moment of clarity where I like didn't know what the hell I was talking about. So it does seem like the strategy, the initial strategy with this thing is generally the same, which is shoot it out and then just go do damage to the zombies with another weapon. Or you can commit to it. It seems like probably in the later rounds that's when it's most pertinent.
Undead meteor shower. Very romantic evening. The tension is killing me faster
Hitting it for
than
no good
Hellpigs
reason.
ever could.
Oh man, that aim assist is gnarly. Why do I not have aim assist saved to my favorites? Oh my gosh, these gross ass burps. But I kind of feel like sorry, I had to pause for that one. I kind of feel like the aim assist in this game is like way more intense than it needs to be. That is like some intense slowdown. And I do think that's contributing to getting stuck. Of course, there is the primary factor of my hubris, but I feel like it's definitely contributing.
Hellrat decided to share with everyone. Very generous.
Double points.
Even sober I am crack shot.
Okay. Well, I think that's going to be all for this video. I've held you all here long enough. Oh, actually, real quick. I think I know the answer to this, since I recently prestiged, but nope, cannot get that. I can get monkeys, though. Anyway, I've held you all here long enough. I'll see you whenever I decide to do more content. Goodbye.